Sorry. Okay, sure. Yeah, Elliot, come on up. Yes, I do. So the reason, obviously, I was on my computer is because I'm trying to bring up some pictures to show you that will accompany what I'm going to talk about today. And that is, as it so elusively mentions on here, connections. It's like, what does that really mean, I guess, connections? So what this is talking about is, personally, my favorite part of the club, which is, although we are a public speaking club, and although we have a lot of like communications, it's about leading even, that's a big part. A huge thing that Toastmasters is known for, at least on a broader scheme, that is to say, like more so in other clubs where it's people who work at companies and it's businesses and it's older people, you know, is networking. This is actually a really big networking organization. The reason that's for a number of reasons. One, because it's you know, it's an official organization. It actually exists in the sense, you know, on an international scale, even, which I've always been just kind of really impressed by and honored to be a part of that kind of a club. You don't think about that as much, but like it exists all over the place, and so it's more recognized. If you're associated with Toastmasters and you can put this on your resume, and a lot of people will know, oh, Toastmasters, they teach good skills. You have a chance to practice. You learn a lot. They have a good program, levels, guidelines, speeches. It's really actually you know, a curriculum that you follow. It's just individually. And so in that sense, you make yourself more marketable and more appealing in those respects to companies, to other people in general even. This isn't just, I know networking is automatically always associated with jobs. You always think networking, that's jobs, right? LinkedIn, that's the thing I'm thinking about right now. But it's also, you know, just meeting people, talking to people, and doing fun stuff with people. And that's been really evident kind of for us here at Sacramento State. So the other day, myself, Jenna, and Renee were fortunate enough to go to this, and I was hung up, so I ended up being a little late to it. But what was the official name of it? I missed that part. I don't know if you remember. Essentially, it was this really, I know that's about another name, but it was a really awesome idea put forth by this woman right here, I believe, and she did a great job. A ton of clubs like us that just wanted to get their name out, be more recognized, be more, you know, get more people even, just be more known. They assembled in a room of the union, and they had booths like ours. You know, we eventually got our banner up in the back, we had flyers and all sorts of stuff, and of course candy. That's always good because to draw them in. And we sat at the booth and we like talked to people, and it was really fun because there was even more bribery, I guess, rewards than candy. There was Panda Express, and the students would come and they could eat the food, but they had to go and talk to booths and get, like, you know, their spiel in order to get that food. And I love when schools and organizations do that because it works really, really well. So people would come up and they'd be like ready to get their stamp, but they'd be like, "What is your organization?" And we got to just tell tons of people about it and get tons of names on that list, and it was really great for us. And I just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that, about how we were able to reach out to these people. So one way that I started doing, which was funny, is that not everyone has heard of Toastmasters, and if they haven't heard of Toastmasters, then the name's a little bit, you know, funny. When I first heard of it around this time last year, I made the exact same joke that I think everyone should think if they have a bad sense of humor like me, which is, "Oh, you guys make toast, huh?" Yeah, obviously, the toaster. It's funny and it's stupid. It's not even, it's dad jokes, you know. But I didn't. And so I always start with that, like, "What do you think it is?" And they sometimes say that, or sometimes they're like, "No, that's too silly," and they really think about it. And some of them are like, "Is it like toast at a wedding?" Or like, they think that's sort of thing you give, and you're like, "Bingo, that's what we do." We learn to be able to speak to the point where you can be the person that someone calls upon to give a toast at their wedding. We try to hone that and try to be awesome at that, and that's where our name comes from. And if they figured it out, I'm always like, nice, like not many people figure that out. But that's just one funny way that you can do that. So I think we have a couple of pictures here. Did you see from it? Yeah. I don't know if they're, message with Facebook is kind of anywhere. So yeah, I brought my name tag. I don't have it tonight, I don't know, but that's always a good thing because I was wearing it later at an event right after that in the union, and someone was like, "Oh, Toastmasters! I stopped by that booth. That's awesome." And that was really cool for me because it was like an instant payback of what I'm thinking about when I'm at a booth like this, where when you see someone at a booth, you tell them about it, and then you run into them on campus, and you're like, "Hey, come to this meeting later." And then they come to the meeting, and if they're like me, they'll join it and still be in it, and I'm here speaking a year later, and they definitely got hooked. So I just really think that events like this and similar things are really important for us, and I think that we should do more of them. Last semester we did a couple things with other clubs. I'm not sure if we have pictures on the page of actual speakers and leaders. I was going to look through that.
There's pictures for like 2 years back.
Yeah, honestly, that might be too much. So either I will like compile something at some point, or like you can go on there and look. I don't know how often you guys are on our Facebook page, but we have them. If you haven't joined it or liked it, definitely do that. But basically, we've done a lot of really cool stuff, and just to finish up, I'll tell you about some of the like things we've done and rewards you can reap from talking to other clubs and other similar clubs. I mean, the same club at other locations. Like we did something. One second. Here we go. Slideshow. Last semester we did a thing with. Sorry, I think it was Mecha, right? And we which is an engineering club. Hispanic engineering club, and they wanted to have us come in and do our kind of spiel, teach a little bit of public speaking skills, a little bit of, thinking on your feet stuff. I believe we had some table topics like things, we had some topic generation stuff, and eventually at the end we did have a contest that was table topics, and the winner got a sweatshirt. But it was really cool to just show up and be like, we are Toastmasters, like this is what our club is about, let us share it with you. And they actually wanted us, that's what they wanted, they were eager to learn. And if anyone doesn't know, that's a really big club, Mecha. So it was like a really big. It was in a big auditorium like hall, teaching classroom, and it was really successful. Honestly, I thought because we like talked to a ton of people and other people were interested, and they learned a lot from us, and we got our name out. And so for those of you who are, I don't know if anyone here was there, like maybe, I'm not sure, but it's just really great when we do things like that. So. So we'll look through here. I guess we skipped over the fundraiser that we had there. I don't know if any of you were here for that. That was Sushi Hook. So for similar to Leatherbees, we did that. And I think it would be really cool for us to be like a more recognized club, not only just in clubs, but like just have names of like fundraisers here and there. I'm trying to like expand that more and do more and more every semester. And as we do that, that'll like draw people in. And so I just want each of you to know like. We have that potential to be known. We're starting to actually. More people that I talk to have heard of us, and that's really, I like that more, because then I don't have to explain, and then they recognize, hey, Toastmasters, that's what they do. They do speaking, and they give toasts. So definitely keep that in mind. Know that it can be awesome, and check out our Facebook page, because there's tons of funny pictures on there, definitely. Perfect.